You know, as someone who grew up speaking French, it's always really interesting to me when, like, French comes up in TV shows or movies or books. And this just happened in a Gravity Falls episode, so I'm going to talk about it because I had to sit down and be like, wait a minute. Because I'm watching Season 2, Episode 3 of Gravity Falls, The Golf War, and they just had this French golf ball say, Je ne sais quoi, sacre bleu, au revoir. And then the captions underneath said, I don't actually know French. Now, I will be the first to admit that my French is very rusty, but as soon as I heard this, I was like, there is no way that even in slang, that is how you say, I don't actually know French. And it's not. As far as I can tell, the joke they made here was that they slapped together 3 different, kind of well-known French phrases to English speakers, and then decided to caption it, I don't actually know French, as in the person making the captions doesn't know French. Which I think is hilarious. Because je ne sais quoi, sacre bleu, au revoir. To my understanding, the best way to translate that in the correct context from French to English is I don't know, holy crap, goodbye. I don't know if they intentionally did that. But that's how I understand that phrase. Because je ne sais quoi means I don't know. Sacre bleu, technically, when you directly translate it, means holy blue. But in the actual context, I think the closest turn of phrase we have to holy blue is holy crap. Because holy blue, sacre bleu, is a way is when they substitute for holy God, which is sacre Dieu. So they say blue instead of God to avoid blasphemy. So I think the English equivalent we have to sacre Dieu and sacre bleu is respectively holy shit and holy crap. And au revoir just means goodbye. Which, if any of you didn't know, which I think from context you can kind of pick up the fact that I don't actually know French is supposed to mean that the person making the captions doesn't know French and isn't translating it. But in case you didn't, and you thought that that's what this golf ball was saying, nope. He's saying, I don't know, holy crap, goodbye. Feel free to correct me if I'm wrong here, because I will be the first to admit that my French is not the greatest. I haven't studied French in 5 years. I did grade 12 French when I was in grade 10, and it rarely comes up in my day-to-day. But to my understanding, that is exactly what this golf ball said. And I think that's really funny.